Adebayo taking on Jokic. Let's see who's going to win this battle. Next.
Now introducing your stars with your Nuggets. 6'1", number 5, Tyus Jones. Guard, 6'5", number 10, Tim Hardaway. At small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 8, at the other forward position, 6'8", number 32. Center, number 1'5". He's got Josh Nikolai.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal frontcourt pair. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. And for Denver, Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Tim Hardaway is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Watson in at the 3. And these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Greg.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, BA, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
Now here's Jokic. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Not going to go that time. Good D by Adebayo. Orlando moving the ball around. Banchero outside. Now here's Adebayo. And it's Denver with a rebound. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
It was a narrow loss the last time they faced each other. A game they felt they should have won.
Yeah, that was a close one. In the end, they came away with the loss. And a big reason why was because their starters just kept fouling.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Outside Bain. Banchero outside. Adebayo a screen on Gordon. Here's Banchero. Uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Gordon with a screen on Suggs. Jones feels it out. Pass to Gordon. Outside Watson. Denver needs to get off the shot. Gordon can't hit. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, BA. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the bucket by the Magic. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. And that one's good.
Yeah, I feel like Jokic doesn't even need to see the basket when he gets that close.
Outside Bain. Outside Adebayo. Pass to Suggs. Back to Adebayo from behind the arc. Another shot. Rebounded by Denver. Throws it up high. Wagner with a steal. And the Magic pushing it up now. And Adebayo slams it in.
Oh, my gosh. Just throw it up to the square and Bam will do the rest.
Here's Jokic. His last outing, he had 24 points. Pass to Gordon. Here's Jones. It's rebounded by Banchero. The Magic have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Silva's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Suggs. All right, now that we have a second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. The Nuggets, number 1.
If this team had a chance to push it last season, they did. The best fast break team in the league.
Adebayo passes to Banchero. And here's Bane.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Denver with a rebound.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Here's Bane. Denver getting their last shot to go. Adebayo sets a screen. Bane, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Outside Jones. Outside Hardaway. Knocks down the triple.
Yeah, that's like a layup to Hardaway at this point in his career.
Black with it. Still without a bucket. Banchero outside. Here's De Silva, defended by Watson. Here's Banchero. No good. Unable to win this run.
Under heavy duress, that's a low percentage shot. Gotta find something better than that.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Over Adebayo. And there's Jokic on the assist by Gordon. 6 points for Nikola Jokic.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Black outside. Outside Bane. Pass to Adebayo. And so it's the Denver Nuggets closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nuggets.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on it.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Brown at the 2, Johnson at the 3. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Bruce Brown, and it's Jones in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach. grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A. Basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
And he gets it to go. Valanciunas has got his first points of the game.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Black passes to Wagner. Here's De Silva, defended by Jones. From 13, and Wagner gets it to go.
Well, you don't often see Wagner go to the mid-range, but right there, he just took what the defense gave him.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Different look for Denver. Jokic checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Hardaway comes in for Jones. And it's Jones in for Brown. And the Magic making a change here as well. Suggs is checked in. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Jones finds Jokic. Outside Hardaway. Clock at 6. Jones from outside. It's hauled in by Black. Magic trail by 4. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to De Silva. The 3. And another 3 for Orlando.
Well, great find by Black. A 6'7" guard with solid vision and impressive insight.
Now here's Jones. Yet to see a basket. Here's Hardaway. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Stan, when you compare Tim Hardaway Jr.'s game to his dad's, they are quite a bit different.
Well, his dad was more of a floor general and a penetrating guard, while Junior is more of a volume shooter, especially from outside. Remember, B.A., they played in different eras, so it's not all that surprising.
So it's Denver now. Orlando making their last shot. Jokic is doubled. Johnson for 3. Counted from distance. Johnson's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Hey, even when he's got position near the hoop, Jokic is still looking to set up a teammate for an open shot.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. He's checked in for Denver. Watson comes in for Brown. Then for Orlando, Adebayo comes in for Batase. And it's Bain in for Wagner. Here's De Silva. Black outside. They set the screen. Shoots from 12. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Now here's Jones. Black defending. Pass to Watson. To the middle. Outside Jones. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Magic. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Adebayo. Orlando moving the ball around. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the the game. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Batase's checked in for De Silva. Now here's Suggs. In his last outing, 16 points for him.
The purpose of the pick and roll is to create a shot for someone. Suggs recognized that this time that someone wasn't him.
Here's Watson. Jokic with a screen on Bane to the paint. Oh, Jokic hammers it home.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
We've got 1:28 left in the first half of basketball. Adebayo in the post. Defended by Gordon. Adebayo, no good. Outside Watson. Back to Jokic. Fires from deep. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Bane. 59 seconds left in the first half of this one. Second shot opportunity. Work it inside. Adebayo.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Outside Hardaway. Now here's Jokic. Pass to Hardaway. Clock at 4. Off target from outside. Orlando trailing here. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Bane, the pass to Suggs. Adebayo from long range. Jones grabs the board. And it's Jones with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Orlando substitution. Paolo Banchero. Franz Wagner.
Here's Jones. No points so far. Inside. And stolen by Adebayo. From deep, Banchero. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Fellas, what are the games you're most looking forward to?
I always want to see the best players in the league scrapping the claw, like when it was me against Hakeem or MJ or Tim Duncan or Yao Ming or Alonzo Mourning.
Or Kenny Smith.
How can I forget about you, Kitty? I always did enjoy putting the smack down on you and your team.
Okay, that's enough. I tell you what, I'm most looking forward to the end of this segment. And turning back now to talk about the Orlando Magic. What a close game this has been.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them. They need to balance their attack.
Yeah, you want to put your players in a position to succeed, and I don't see that in the first half.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
And Orlando shooting only 39% so far in the game. So for Orlando right now, on the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Bam Adebayo is out there with Banchero. And it's Suggs in at the point. Now here's Banchero. Here's Adebayo. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. Adebayo's got 8.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well in screen and rolls.
You know, most people don't know that Bam isn't Adebayo's real first name.
Now, BA, it's actually Edwards. When he was young, he was watching cartoons and flipped the coffee table over. After that, his mother started calling him Bam Bam, and it stuck.
Now here's Watson. Drills it from deep. And now it's a 5-point Denver lead.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Adebayo. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Well, Bam is so crafty inside. You never know when he's going up, and it leads to a foul.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
And he's good on the second. And this young Magic team plays a stifling brand of defense, Stan.
Yeah, the best we've seen in Orlando since the Hall of Famer Dwight Howard controlled the paint. That team also had great coaching.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Guys?
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie.
Oh, my. So much force in Bam's game right there.
Down low. Deflects the pass. Wagner with a steal. Banchero finds Wagner. Outside Bain. Orlando moving the ball around. From deep, Banchero. Jones grabs the board. Denver leading by 4. Pass to Hardaway. Outside Watson. To the inside. Outside Jones. The 3 is up. That falls. Nice speed from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. Oh! Adebayo throwing it down.
Wow. Look at Adebayo there. Showing off a little bit, I think.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Denver's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the 3rd. Pass to Hardaway. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
And here's Adebayo. The 3 ball. And Wagner hits from deep. And now just a 2-point Nugget lead.
Well, look at Wagner stretching the floor. He's usually good for a couple of those a night.
Jones, pass to Jokic. Pass to Watson. There's 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. Jones misses.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
From deep, Bain. Rebounded by Denver. Jones has got 4 rebounds now. Outside Watson. Jokic with a screen on Wagner. Watson passes to Gordon. Back to Watson. Here's Jones. Banchero got a piece of it.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Look for Denver. Valanciunas comes in for Nikola Jokic. And Brown subbed in for Watson. And a change for the Magic. Black's checked in for Suggs. For Orlando, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Gordon against Banchero, and out of bounds. Denver will have it. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The Nuggets, number 1.
Tremendous efficiency on offense. They were willing to put in their work to get great looks.
.151 left in the third quarter. Outside Hardaway. Gordon outside. Three-pointer on target from range. Gordon's got 5.
Well, he's not an elite three-point shooter, but Gordon makes just enough threes to be a threat from out there.
Pass to Wagner. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wagner's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and showing some force inside. Wagner making sure he gets his.
Valanciunas with a screen on Wagner. Down low. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has gotten a second bucket on the night.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Well, you know what Bam's going to give you on defense, but when he's clicking on offense like this, such a bonus for this team.
To the paint. And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Black passes to Banchero. Three-pointer, no good.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Hardaway from outside. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one. Adebayo, a screen on Jones. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's Denver up 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Brown at the 2, Johnson at the 3. Zeke Naji out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Pickett in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Jokic. Got a hand on it. Pass to Black. He makes it from the left block. Black's got his first points in this one.
Well, yeah, you can tell Black is very comfortable finishing right under the rim. Has such good hops.
Pickett passes to Jokic. The runner. That one doesn't drop. Magic trail by 3. Over to the wing. It's stolen by Johnson. Inside. And the dunk by Jokic.
And he just makes it look so easy at times. Once Jokic gets going, there's almost no chance of slowing down.
Here's Suggs. That shot off the mark. Good D by Jokic. Denver leading by 5. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Pass to Johnson. Here's Naji. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Johnson. Here's Pickett. Offline with a 3. Orlando shooting at about 44% so far. Now here's Adebayo. Pass to Batase. Now Suggs. money from 17 feet out.
And when you look at Suggs' numbers, here's a guy who has really improved his shooting.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Najee. Watson comes in for Johnson. Hardaway's checked in for Brown. And it's Jones in for Pickett. Then for Orlando, Banchero's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Franz Wagner comes in for De Silva. And it's Bane in for Black. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Jones, the pass to Hardaway. There's the three. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Orlando moving the ball around. Outside Bane. Hardaway grabs the board. The Nuggets lead by 3. Outside Jones. Here's Jokic. It's money from deep.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And here's Suggs. Banchero. And Carroll delivers inside.
Oh, no holding back from Banchero. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
Gordon with a screen on Wagner. Now Gordon. It's stolen by Matase. Now here's Suggs. Banchero left side. Suggs outside. 5 on the clock. Payne outside. Puts up the tray. Wagner outside. Takes a 3. Gordon pulls it down.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Outside Watson. Here's Jokic. Outside Gordon. For 3. The triple drop.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Adebayo's checked in for Matase. Now Adebayo. Puts it up. Cranks it home. Big shot.
Wow. Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
Now Jokic. Oh, it misses. Magic trail by 5. Here's Banchero. Nope.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Now Jokic. Jokic just overpowering the D.
Well, Jokic is no stranger to contact, and it's going to take more than that to bother.
Off his foot. The official saying it was kicked. Now Wagner. Suggs surveys the D. And stolen by Jokic.
Well, that's why it's so important to seal off those passing lanes inside. Make them turn points.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wagner with a steal.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Jones up top. Hounded by Adebayo. clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Nicola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. When we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nicola. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.